Hey everyone, today we got the first of the Mobility Joint Gundam Volume 2. So the first robot in it is the Nu Gundam, and then later on I'm going to modify it to become the HWS version of the Nu Gundam, I guess. So that's what the EX means, extra parts or something. It's number 5 in the series. This came out in 2022, and it has this really good inner frame that allows good posing. I find it interesting the packaging has absolutely no English on it. Like, it doesn't even tell you what the robot is in English. It's only in Japanese, so it's just a Japan domestic market thing, I guess. No marketing intentions outside of Japan. Which seems odd to me, you know. There's plenty of people outside of Japan like Gundams. Plenty of people outside Japan have money. I don't understand why they would isolate themselves like that. The directions you can see are on the inside of the box. So let's get this thing going. I pretty much ignore the stickers, except for maybe these eyes, which would be difficult to paint. The stickers are made of paper, that's why I don't like them. They tear very easily, and I also know that at some point in time, they're going to peel off. For a moment I thought I had a Converge figure. It looks so much like a Converge figure for a moment. But no, the frame here is telling me it's not. Naturally, you're going to have to tear off these parts off the molding runners. I like to clip them. Okay, let's get some clippers out here. These are probably the legs and the inner legs. I don't know what that is though. Oh, some parts of this are painted, so that's nice. I think I do that with all the parts. I've grown to like these, because they're like miniature model kits, you know, and you don't really need to paint them because, well, you can obviously see some paint is already done. But even without the paint or the stickers, they're so small, I'm really not bothered by not painting them yet. Maybe one day I'll paint all of them, but I'll do it all in one session, you know, just for mass painting efficiency. And if I ever do that, I'll obviously put up a different video showing them all painted up and detailed. I forgot this side. Right. These are probably the hips. I don't know. We'll find out. And these obviously are the hands. Alright. Let's see about this head. Well, you know, one could paint that because the eyes are raised. But for the sake of the video, I think I'll just apply the sticker because it's going to look weird without painted eyes or some sort of color on the eyes. So it's paper, so it's really fragile, and that's why I don't like them, but let's see if we can get that on there. Yeah, see, that wasn't centered right, so now you're gonna witness me probably tearing this. Let's see if I can get it off in one piece. It's almost it would be better if this was actually two pieces of sticker. That doesn't look very good either. Maybe start in this corner, then work my way around. Yeah, I think that's the best way, is to actually start on one side and then wrap it around. Ah, man, that thing broke. Sorry if I lost focus. I can't make a model kit looking through a telephone screen. It's too difficult. Yeah, that definitely doesn't look good. Okay, well, it's better than nothing. Yeah, boy. Might as well put this up in there too. At least this one's flat. Sadly, the sticker's so good, it won't come off the tweezers. So annoying. But now you know how long it takes just to put on one sticker. I don't know if there's a better way other than paint. I don't know how there's a better way to put on a sticker. Alright, well, that's in there. Let's see about the other ones. Alright, so the antenna piece here, at least those antenna wings or whatnot are painted kind of a orange, light orange color. Okay, there's little gun details. It's actually a well molded head, actually. A lot of nice details molded, nice and crisp. Okay. So the torso is already put together. You can see there's a lot of side-to-side movement possible there. And then, well, I guess I'll show that after what I put together. The forearms are being asked for. So the forearm is also painted, so that's cool. I see a peggle here. I don't know if they're symmetric or not. Actually, I don't even know if these are the forearms. It's hard to say. I think this is this forearm according to the directions, so this is the left arm. Okay. But the right arm doesn't look like it has this wing or tab back there. So I guess that's just this one. And then these are the hips, I guess, and this big peg faces backwards. Okay. Then this crotch piece has to trap the crotch shield plates. And then that pegs in here. It is asking for this sticker. Guess I should probably use a sewing pin to try to put these things out. Oh, well, see, that one worked. So now, let's get that eyebrow thing in here. Well, I guess that's alright. We'll have to see how long that lasts. Alright, working on the feet. I think the holes are not... I don't know if they're directly in the middle or not. Maybe they are. So maybe it doesn't matter the left or right. Yeah, they are symmetric. Never mind. Okay. So the lower leg, you want to have the pivot in the back. Let me move this down a little bit. And then... That's one leg detail, 2 leg details, 3. The ball is towards the bottom. And then this is the top. That might be the outer. Alright, so those are the legs. There's a peg hole on this side. I don't know if that goes on the inside or the outside though. It's hard to see in this set of instructions. It's all black and white, you know. I suspect it's on the outside. I don't see it on the inside. So, worst case is I can just flip the legs around, I guess. The hands, they have a ball peg, but I don't know if they're actually going to stick out of the forearm. And I put that on the wrong side, it seems. Yeah, so sadly it's weird. All you can do is rotate the hand. You can't actually pivot the hand, even though it has a ball peg. I guess if you don't push it in all the way, then you could pivot it, but I feel like it would maybe fall out if that happened. Alright, the shoulder armor, I guess, let's see if they're symmetric. Yeah, I think they're symmetric, so it doesn't matter which side. And the groove wants to be more horizontal, so you put it in like that. You don't put it in like this, I don't think. I mean, you could, but it won't cover up, you know, that, right? So that's what would happen. So if you have it more horizontal, it'll cover up that joint. So backpack, 2 round pegs. Some sort of gun or something goes up in here. Oh, this fin plugs into this hole here on the backpack. And then, so the hip thing, you'll notice there's a hex hole that has to peg in here to the back of that thigh joint. And this also has a bunch of like rectangular peg holes. So you can actually pivot that armor, I think, a little bit. Yeah, okay. This is the back piece, the butt piece, I guess. And it looks like the chamfer is down towards the bottom. suppose I should put that on first. Well, it could still get on there. So that is that, and then this must be for the shield. And you can pop it in the top or the bottom. I guess I'll try the bottom. And there's a peg on it, and that goes into, yeah. So there's no peg hole on that arm. It's only on the dark side here. So the left arm, I guess, is the only arm meant to hold the shield. Alright, that's actually a really tight fit. Alright, so you can obviously revolve that around. I believe some of these black stickers are meant to go around the bottom of the feet, but that would be near impossible, I think, to do properly. So I think it'd be better off just painting that someday. What I do think is maybe some of these, this green one can get in there. That's number 6. Let me figure this all out. So I did try this wraparound sticker, and I think it looks horrible. You know, you can clearly see the paint coming through there where it folded, and when you try to push it really down in there, it just like scratches the thing. On a perfectly flat surface like here, maybe it's a little better. Well, actually it's not perfectly flat, but yeah, this really bothers me. So it's coming off. Alright, pop that head on. Go with some articulation. You know, and in promotional images, it looks really goofy. Maybe it does look goofy, but for some reason in person it doesn't look as bad as the promotional photos. Okay, well anyways, yeah, you know, at least the minor details I was able to stick on there. It does help out. But it is just, you know, nicer to have paint, you know. This chin is red paint, whereas that's like the sticker, and you can just tell it's a sticker, right? Alright, anyways, so the head, you can get some side-to-side angling. Is pretty good. The front to back isn't bad either, so, and obviously you can revolve it, because the neck is just a long peg, so very good. The shoulders, they can lift up quite a bit and go down a bit. They can do a butterfly in the torso, and then the arm can raise up more than 90. That's a significant raise, right? With the combination of parts going on there. So cool. This thing can rotate here. The fist can only rotate. And you saw the shield rotate, so all in all that's fine. There is a, you know, pivot up in there, and because the armor isn't colliding, yeah, that's pretty impressive actually. Look at that. Alright, and then well, unfortunately it only pivots in this axis. It doesn't go front to back, so there's no ab crunch whatsoever. So that's too bad that I can see. It would have been cool if there's a ball peg, but I don't see it. Alright, so yeah, this armor flap can come forward, so if you bring the legs forward, theoretically, well, theoretically, let's maybe move that first. Okay, so you know what it is? It's just the joints are really new. Right, you kind of loosen it a little bit. Alright, so maybe that helps out. And then, yeah, you can obviously twist the lower leg on that ball peg. And there's that sticker. Sorry. Ball peg going into the foot, so you can't really come forward too much, but you can go back a good amount. And then side to side rocker's alright, and you can obviously twist it around. So this Gundam being kind of slim, you can definitely get a lot more posability. Probably the best posability I've seen so far. Alright, so that's good. Alright, well, here's the beam rifle. And it's got great details. Nice deep crevices, so if you wanted to add some paint wash or some color in there, you could. So that's good. Alright, so that's what it looks like there. So before we get into the extra parts, here's conversion number 247 of the new Gundam. It has the fin funnels. It doesn't have the tampo printing of the logo though, and it obviously is a lot smaller. The Converge, only the head and the arms really rotate. Well, the hands do too, but the legs have no movement whatsoever, and there's clearly no torso movement, so that's the difference there. Alright. So let's get this out of the way. And let's look at the extra parts now in this EX set here. Back here shows you the EXs for the other ones as well, and I'll eventually get to reviewing those. A piece of gum. Not sure if I'm going to need the instructions. Doesn't look like too many parts. More stickers. If they're flat, maybe I'll put them on, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't think that's gonna stick on well. You know, it's nice. I like the logo and all, but I'm never gonna get around those creases and stuff properly. Number one here, though, is this box. I don't know where that would go. Alright, that one, this is for that hatch there, so that one's flat. So that one's alright. Okay, let's see what we have to do here. We have to swap the skirt plate with the bigger ones. Okay. So that's a pretty big difference in the size there, the skirt. Almost like it doesn't want to go on. Something's wrong. Maybe I gotta push this in even further. Let me see. I see. You gotta really push it in there. Alright, so that works now. Well, now you know it articulates. Yeah, so those boxes I was talking about earlier, I think these are like, did I see leg shields? These things. Maybe that's the wrong side. Yeah, so this thing goes into that slot, and it just adds additional side thrusters. So naturally, some black paint in those thrusters would obviously be helpful. There's a chest piece here. I guess it's gonna literally have to replace this chest piece. You can see the differences there. So this is an all armored up, whereas this has the vents here. Now we have blocked off vents and I don't know if those are smoke launchers or what. Alright, so that's armored up. We got this wussy shield, but what's nice is you don't have to remove the shield. You just plug this one on top of it. It's got some molded details behind, and obviously it looks really nice from the front. But there's no, well, you gotta put that sticker on if you want it to look nice, but I think I'd rather just paint it later. Okay, so that goes away, and then these are the new hip armors, maybe. Oh, no, these just pop onto the back hip plates here. Alright, so that's nice and easy. I'd much rather just add on top of what exists and take it all apart. Okay, and then I guess this lame weapon versus this weapon. Although this weapon's nicely molded, obviously you probably have to have stickers or some paint to make it look really nice. Huh, that's never happened to me before. It fits the contour of the arm and hand very well. I like that it has such a long peg. And there's a peg hole stand there as well. Okay, so that is it fully armored up, and you only have basically 3 parts left over, and you can still use a gun, of course. So there's really only 2 useless parts when you add all that. So I like the idea of that instead of having a bunch of parts in a random box. Alright, so yeah, let's see. The shoulder armor up there. Okay. This shield is crazy. It's almost too big. Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. And then here's the HWS version in Converge, which is from, this one is from the core set, number 4. So you can see obviously the size difference, but Converges are all pre-painted. So, and the cores are even more painted with all these extra, graphics. So the thing looks really fantastic, but this core probably cost 10 times as much as that. I don't really remember, to be honest with you, but in general, cores are very expensive. But they do look nice, And you can see the gun here, right? It does kind of look similar, this HWS gun. But this thing doesn't have any fin funnels. So, well, I guess that graphic doesn't have fin funnels either. It's just for some reason the core figure does. Well, let's look at some other figures from Mobility Joint. So from the first wave we have this perfect Gundam. And then probably my favorite is the perfect Zeong. Really, I think I just like the normal Zeong, but I haven't bought a second one yet. The perfect Zeong has the legs. Now I don't know if these are to scale. Yeah, I think the new Gundam is a relatively tall Gundam, but obviously not close to a perfect Zeong. But I kind of feel like it might be taller than the RX-78. But is it taller than a perfect Gundam? I don't know. Alright, well, so yeah, they're pretty cool. You see there's a peg hole here. I guess you could, let's try pegging, no, there's another peg hole there. Hold on here, let's see if we can store this rifle. That hole seems a little small, but this one works fine. So you can store that gun back there. The other 2 parts really not going to store so much. And then the mobility joint stuff, the figures are so light that they tend to hold their poses. That's literally in a tripod position now. That looks weird, right? Alright, I guess this looks kind of weird with this. I don't know, I think I liked it as the regular new Gundam. I thought I would like this one more, being all maxed out, but something about it just doesn't work. It just isn't proportioned as well as it could be. Oh well, anyways, I guess I'll see you in the next Mobility Joint video. Thanks for watching today.